These right here are the Bose Quietcomfort Earbuds Generation 1. Why would I review the first generation when the second one is actually right around the corner? Yeah, exactly, that's why. I finally got a chance to get a review unit, and before the second generation actually releases, I want to have a reference point on how they compare in the end. What can I say? Well, boy, these are big, not only in its size, but more on that right after the intro. Let's get this out of the way straight from the beginning. These buds are massive. The same goes actually for the case. And most of the other earbuds that were big in statue normally just used to hide this for some other small flaws. And it's the same with these right here. But let's start with the shell first. Its smooth outer surface is finished with a glossy plastic, while everything else is wrapped in a smooth, more matte finish. This looks good, but could have been neglected to just one surface, preferably matte in my opinion. Speaking of opinions, you get to choose between 3 different ear tips, which are also much bigger than anything I've seen on other earbuds over the years. But this actually makes for a great noise seal without needing to push them in 10 feet deep, making them more wearable over longer periods of time. This also goes well for the weight of the buds. For its size, these are actually very lightweight, coming in at 8.5 grams. This is double the weight of the Nothing Ear 1 buds, which come in at 4 Gs each, but you don't really notice them while wearing, which can also be attributed to the wings, which tightly secure the buds inside your ears. These are great, and actually the best wings I used so far on any pair of earbuds due to their flexibility as well as the gripping strength. Speaking of strength, the Bose Quietcomfort buds are on the weaker side when it comes to battery life, especially, well, since the case is gigantic and could, if we go for size comparisons alone, actually hold up to 70 hours plus in terms of battery size. But it's just a measly 18 hours with 6 already in the buds themselves, making this gigantic case, well, pretty much useless with only giving 2 extra charges. This is one of the biggest flaws these buds have. It's the chunky size compared to its competitors and not making anything actually with it. It's a waste of space, materials and trouser wearability. I'm glad that the second gen has learned from that and added a smaller case into the mix. At least these ones right here have a 15-minute quick charge as well as wireless charging. Also weird, to open the case you need to press actually a button to gain access to its interior. I get that this is good for not having the problem of throwing your earbuds all over the place while running or carrying them in your backpack, but every other manufacturer just went for a magnetic lid, which is, in terms of these case, a slightly old feeling extra step. Another step that quite a lot of manufacturers outright ignore is the mic quality, and so here's an example for you in a sound treated room.
We prefer to help ourselves. We make mistakes, but we are human. And maybe that's the word that best explains us.
Now let's go to why these buds are actually called Quietcomfort Earbuds. The quiet is its biggest win. The ANC is, as far as my test range goes with other earbuds, the best I have come across yet. This gets especially hearable when you experiment with the Bose Music app, managing different scales of noise cancellation they have implemented. Maximum ANC is maximum ANC and very impressive. It cuts out almost everything, making a busy road appear like a quiet stream. Living in the midst of a busy city, these buds can actually make wonder and kill off 90% of your surroundings. It's dangerous, but great. And this also goes the other way around. The transparency mode is very good as well, making it seem like you have no earbuds actually inside your ears. Typing on the keyboard, writing actually these words you hear right now, felt and especially sounded very natural. Talking to somebody else also felt perfectly normal. This is a great achievement, having both ends of the spectrum dialed in to almost perfection. Speaking of perfection, these also come very close when talking about sound quality. This has everything dialed in, giving a certain warmth when it comes to playing music. It's full, but not really overpowering. It's rich in detail, but not overly sharp in its highs. It's a great balance of everything and makes for a very pleasing and actually superb sound experience. If you like it the way Bose actually intended it to be. Because yeah, there is an EQ in the app, but this is also, like so many times before, a 3-slide EQ with only so much range to actually play with. And in terms of sound, These are great, but cannot compete with the heavyweights in this category that lets you customize the sound especially tailored to your liking and in many other cases to your ears, such as the Grell TVS-1 and the Neural Through earbuds. My conclusion on these buds is actually, well, pretty simple. These are great when it comes to sound quality and fantastic when it comes to ANC. But since their direct successor is right around the corner, I would hesitate to actually buy them right now, especially for the still very high price point of 220 euros plus. There are still too many small little flaws built into them, such as the lackluster battery life, the huge size of the buds, and furthermore the case. I'm looking forward to the second generation of these buds and how Bose actually advanced all the small nooks and crannies that make a good pair of earbuds actually into a great one. As always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Leech and I'm off writing the next scripts. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. There are plenty more of this type of content and of course many other things available for you to watch. Have a great day, see you around and goodbye.